Hello everybody, this is the next Vanheim section. I cast Seeking Arrow, I killed someone. I found a magic site, it was a mercury pond. Abyssia's prophet bit the dust. Marignon's still trolling me. Here's Sebulba trying to clean up some independence. Oh yeah, this is the Ivy King. This is just a big blob of HP. And then this is me trying to deal with, I believe, the barbarians? Yeah, this is the barbarian incursion. Did I actually lose an elf there? No. Nope, nobody at all. Okay, nothing really to see here. This is just Pythium continuing to march their army back towards their capital. I mean, yeah, they use lightning bolts and stuff. So if we see here, it's 197 troops. I believe last turn it was slightly over 200, so he lost like 10 units, I think? I believe so. Also, in retrospect, I kind of feel like I should have been casting Seeking Arrows at this army. Well, maybe not. These Emerald Lords are really tanky. This is a smart move by Pythium. Instead of just having one single commander leading his troops, he has 4. So even if one of them got picked off, it's not like the army is going to be leaderless, you know? There was actually a very, very climactic battle here in Jotunheim. So here we have Jotunheim's Pretender, and here we have Vanheim. They have a massive army here, a lot of their sacred troops. These are all sacreds. And there's also a lot of Jotunheim sacreds here too, and even some old undead. So we'll see how this goes. These guys can spam a lot of skeletons. Even with only a single werewolf in this communion, he can power all 4 of these mages, and not even close to being dead. So yeah, that was pretty terrible for Van Roos. I mean, that's a lot of dead sacreds. These are expensive units. He even lost one of his mages. The Black Hawks dying is basically just gems down the drain. Yeah, these guys are kind of overpriced. I mean, what did Jotunheim lose? He lost some undead, which is like, whatever. These giants are expensive, but didn't lose that many of them. These guys are pretty pricey, though, to throw away. I mean, Van Roos definitely lost more, but... and then some unexpected events. Money. I lost some money. Found a ton of air gems. And then a lot of gems over here in a troll lair. And some independence attacked. Nabhan killed one of his shamans. So I now know Nabha has lizards shamans. I don't think I've seen that before. But I definitely do now. Whatever happened to In's army, it is gone. Like, there was nothing here, right? Yeah, just a Nabha scout getting captured. Yeah, so the army probably got... I think the army got wiped out. Also, Phlegra clearly invading Ulm. And Jotunheim continues to survive. Now, as for the situation over here... My scouting report, which is not super accurate because I don't even have a scout in this province, this is just like what we're perceiving, is saying that the army is 100 enemy units large. which would be a pretty substantial drop from 200. You know, if that was actually how many of them deserted. Anyway, what I decided to do is just go ahead and storm the castle, because I figured I saw this massive Agarthan death stack coming, and I was like, oh, I wonder if Agartha is mad at me, and he is going to, in a brilliant stroke, have his two enemies fight each other, a total reversal of the prior diplomatic situation. Have his two opponents clash into each other and destroy each other, and then he's just going to pick up the remains with his massive army. That's what I kind of thought was going to happen, so I opted to storm the castle, because I figured I need to start repairing those walls as soon as possible. Like, I might even only have one single turn to do this before Agartha starts marching in. But if he does, even if I lose this battle and lose all these troops and these commanders, I still have plenty of vans at home, and I should be making more there. I guess that's why I'm sneaking this unit over there. Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of... Yeah, look at all these vans I've got coming in. So I figure, even though this army is very big and scary, I think my research is probably better than his. At least it's faster. And he doesn't have very much land, so it would be pretty easy to just do what I did before. Sneak in some vans, take, like, you know, these 5 provinces, whatever, and just sort of bleed him out economically, because I've got a lot of stuff. I mean, if he wants to keep one big ball of units and just march it slowly down, you know, I can play that attrition game all day. Like, I can just take the land behind him as he moves through it, you know. My mobility is much greater than Agartha's is, as far as I'm aware. I was considering last turn marching my army to 242 to meet Pythium's army here, because I wanted a decisive battle outside the walls and just smash his army. Probably a good thing I didn't do that. I feel like if I did do that, that would have incentivized Agartha to attack me. Also, no guarantee I would have even won. And he also would have been fighting with more units, because he wouldn't have to deal with the unrest, disbandment, upkeep. What's the word? I mean, his troops are fleeing, whatever that word is. His troops are running away. So his army is a lot smaller than it would be normally, and that's good. Maybe. I mean, clearly, you know, this is a pretty powerful death stack. Who knows what he has inside of his capital? Probably a lot, still. Probably a lot of mages. This is very risky, what I'm doing. Generally, if you are doing it properly, you only want to have one single isolated commander storm a fort while everyone else just hangs out outside, because you want him to go into battle to see what your enemy has inside of the fort. So you can see exactly, oh, here's what mages he has, what items, gear, gems, whatever. So you don't need to just immediately storm the castle, because I have no info on what he's got inside of the walls. And that could be quite dangerous, could be quite deadly. I mean, if this army walks onto Pythium, I not only have to fight this army in one battle, I then have to go to a second battle where I would have to actually finish the storming of the fortress. And if I only have, like, Victor's villains left because everyone else retreated, he's probably not winning. You know, he's probably not succeeding on the siege alone. Otherwise, I'm just sort of sight-searching around here. What is my gem income currently? Not super good. Kind of all around. Actually, a shockingly low amount of air gems I'm generating, considering I'm Vanheim. To say nothing of the fact that my blood economy is just laughably far behind where it should be. I mean, I don't need Construction 4 for dowsing rods, you know? I can just... I mean, I've got Blood 1 mages. There's no reason for me not to be blood hunting. Like, I have troops, I have dudes just sitting around who I could be using to patrol, and I could have my mages be blood hunting. Not like I need a lot of them. You know, I could just have some. I have a stupid amount of castles. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's probably too many. I haven't even defeated one player yet. I'm not even at Marignon's level, who has 2 capitals. Here's the war with Micklin and Abyssia. Again, I don't know if they had a battle, but clearly he's doing some raiding with some turkeys. And, you know, just great for me. Like, hey, just keep on fighting each other. It's fine by me. I, of course, will not be complaining about that. But Abyssia keeps this, like, massive stack of shitty indies on my border. I don't know why he's... I mean, I guess it's to ward me away, but... I mean, you've seen how strong my elf sacreds are. Like, if I wanted to take Abyssia's land, 60 heavy infantry, militia, and light infantry are going to do nothing at all. They're just going to die. Now, maybe these troops would, you know, that would be a real threat, but... I'm really surprised Abyssia has been able to stay in this war, because this is like a war to the death, practically, with how many losses both players have taken. I'm surprised he's been able to keep himself in it, only on 1 fort. Like, that's pretty darn impressive, as far as I'm concerned. A single fort, and your opponent has 4? Although I think this one just came up. I think he's been on 3 for most of this, but still, I mean... You know, Micklin should have triple the amount of mages, if not quadruple the amount of mages that Abyssia has. So, you would think they'd be winning, but Abyssia's doing good stuff. I guess Abyssia has a fort over here. I suppose it's just kind of difficult to get to because of this barbarian thing, and it's like on the opposite side of the world from where the fight is going on. Yeah, that's true. Okay, he does have 1 fort, but I feel like this was a recent innovation. Can't say I recall the precise turn that it came up. Oh, this is going to be stormed next turn. Wonder what Vanarus is going to do. It's shocking to me that these provinces are owned by independents. That Agartha or Jotunheim does not own these 2. I mean, it makes sense Jotunheim because the dude's, like, down to his capital province, but the fact that Agartha doesn't have these is really weird to me. I would have figured for sure. Because it's like, you know, it's adjacent to the stuff he already owns, so why not just take them? It's a little geographically weird, but it's like you have this cliff face overhead, and I guess this is supposed to be below it. Yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, oh, I guess I can show you everything that's going on in this province, and the scripting that I have keyed up, in case you are interested in that. A lot of protection from lightning, which, if you've watched my air video, my air magic video, you will know that this spell doesn't do shit for me, because even though it says it gives you plus 10 shock resistance, really what it does is it brings your shock resistance up to 10. So if it is below 10, you will gain 10. But my Bless already gives me shock resistance 10 on all my sacred units. So by blessing my guys and giving them, you know, my Bless, they all get 10 shock resistance, meaning this is just a dead spell, just a wasted action on every single elf commander in the battle, which is a shame, but at the same time, not the end of the world. I mean, it might make the difference, you know, that is like 1 turn of action economy from all of these guys. It's pretty bad. They might not even cast it. They might just like cast aim or something. They might like stand in place and cast aim. I don't remember what they end up casting, but big mistake. Here's some mercenaries I'm trying to recruit because I want to crack this fort down here. So I'm hiring the bowmen and the far strikers, not really to act as killing tools, but just bodies to help me siege down the walls. Because it's possible my army could be disappearing next turn. Is there anything else happening? I'm sight searching around. Oh yeah, I should show you the Mercury Pond. Yeah, this is what I got. 2 water gems from that one. And we're gonna take this trio, this weird band of, actually I think it's 4. Yeah, it's 4 people. Male human fighter, dwarf, Amazon, and a Van Jarl going around sight searching. Okay, that is the end of this part. Thanks for watching.